Yeah, to go to Wellsville, since for downtown, use 3rd Street exit. And we are hitting the Wellsville city limit sign. But there's a facility right here where you can unload crude oil. And they also sell fracking sand up here. So we're not going to take the 3rd Street exit for our little tour of Wellsville right now. We're going to take the Clark Avenue Wellsville International Facility, which is right on the Ohio River. Yeah, why they're telling you to go up to the 3rd Street exit is because they're not wanting a lot of traffic if you go straight right here. It's just a little bumpy road, goes by some houses. And you'll still end up on 3rd Street. But we're gonna make a right here and check out some of this Wellsville intermodal facility. Yeah, here on the left, I guess they import fertilizer, so you can go in there and get a load of fertilizer with your semi truck. Yeah, you can see a big pile of it right over there. That's a crude oil hauler right there, I do believe. Right here on the left is where they sell fracking sand. And there is only one truck here right now. It looks like he's already loaded. In Midwest Midstream, you go straight down that road and it takes you, we'll turn around at that facility. And there's like 8 unloading bays right here for crude oil. Harvest, they unload the crude oil right here, and then they pump it over to the Marathon facility. So we're just going to turn around right here. If you look over there really close, you can see 2 semis unloading crude oil, and then they load all the way up to here. And when those two tanks get to a certain level, it automatically sends it over to the Marathon tanks, which are on the river in Wellsville. And those big tanks there, those tall tanks, I guess they have sand in them, but you just pull on that rack right there and they load fracking sand. So there's a big port just right over the railroad tracks on the river, so they unload all that stuff off the river. Then they put it on trucks. Then the crude oil, it goes over, like I said, to the Marathon facility, and then they load it on to barges. So Marathon makes a lot of asphalt down in Ashland, Kentucky, so they'll load asphalt onto one of their barges, and they'll bring it up here and unload it and start selling it. The trucks will come and pick the asphalt up and they'll take out and pave with it. And then after they do that, they'll load crude oil. The crude oil here is really light. As a matter of fact, it's above 50 gravity. It's kind of like a solvent. So when that barge gets back down to Ashland, Kentucky, Catlettsburg, it has cleaned the inside of that barge. So they just pump it out, and whatever asphalt that gets mixed in with the crude oil, they just run it back through the refinery again. So we're going to take a little tour of Wellsville here. We got time. Wellsville is just another old town on the Ohio River. There's the town inn. It looks like it used to be a motel, but probably, more than likely, the road we're on right now used to be Route 7 before they built the 4-lane. So I'm guessing that this used to be Route 7 back in the day. Pep's Mini Mart. That looks pretty cool. One way, do not enter. Now, I do not know my way real good around Wellsville, but I do know how to get to the marathon facility. So we're going to go there and turn around. Look there. That guy, he's busy. Smoking him a cigarette. Yeah, so you turn left here to go back, to get back on the main Route 7. And also 39 starts like right here. But we're gonna go straight. This is how you get to downtown Wellsville. I used to drive a semi down this road. You gotta turn right here. It's tight. There's another little convenience store. The Big W. They got lottery. Wellsville Area Chamber of Commerce. Alright, we're going to turn right here. It's a lot of turns to get back to the marathon facility. Wow, there's like 3 pontoon boats sitting there. So when you're driving a truck, you have to get like way over here. A semi, I mean, with a trailer. And to make this turn, you gotta hug this right here to keep from hitting that yellow pole. Just go right down through here. That big white tank is the marathon facility. And they also sell asphalt right here. Oh, there's a marathon truck down here unloading crude oil right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got a couple of tanks here. And they're loading asphalt over here on the left. Looks like. Alright, we're going to turn around and head back through town. Yeah, we're just doing a little tour of Wellsville right now. We've looked at some of the industrial stuff, drove by some houses. Yeah, we're coming back the way we came. That's the only way I know how to get back out of here. There's not much here. That's just, so far we've seen a couple of we'd go down that road, but and we'll go down this road here. Of course, I've never been down it before, but we're getting ready to get on 39 north, and well, some old houses there. A lot of them houses like that right there. I bought a house like that once down in the New Martinsville. And most of them were built around 1900. It's a little bouncy. Look at them, just old houses. They didn't even have electricity when they built those things. Most of them are poorly insulated, just junk. But you can go in there and fix them back up and make them good again if you want to. Then they're not junk anymore. Yeah, we drove by Pep's there a moment ago, so we're gonna go back down the street. We've been down once already to get back up here to where 39 leaves up out of town. And I've been up 39 to Carrollton a bunch of times. Yeah, there's a few more streets of houses, and if you go up this road right here, when you get to the end of these houses and you go a little bit further, there is a Save-A-Lot up there. But that's about all you're missing. There's a few more streets here. So Route 39 begins right here. Now the internet says that 39 is like 140 miles long, so it goes, I know it goes all the way to New Philadelphia. So right now we're taking Route 39 west. We're going to go to Carrollton today. We're gonna go through some little towns, and when we get to Salineville, I'm gonna stop at a convenience store and get a snackaroo. It's a nice little trailer park right there. Yeah, we're climbing a big hill out of Wellsville. We're on 39 West. That's what the sign said. Yeah, this hill climbs for a long time. It's a beautiful day. It looks like the sun's trying to come out over there a little bit. Share the road with the Amish. All right. Jim's trees. Well, don't look like they're doing anything down there. It's a nice place over there on the left. Yep, 39 is just a curvy little road going around the countryside. Lots of curves, lots of hills, lots of different little communities, lots of speed changes. I have been there, Valley Drive-In. I think they're open seasonal, but it's a little ice cream, hot dog, hamburger place. There's a place I like to go up in Toronto because they sell manwich sandwiches. They are so good. Yes. Oh, there's our first Amish. There's our Amish, and they got a school bus following them. Man, the school bus driver waved at me. I waved at him, waved back. That's pretty cool. And I got like 6 cars behind me. I didn't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. What's this sign say? Highlandtown Lake, 2 miles. I've never even seen that sign before. I've never drove up through here in a car. I was always in a semi. Allison Contracting. Looks like they do a lot of stuff over there. They've got those things that you can put down on mud, those big wood, looks like big wood crates or something, but you put it down on in the mud and you can drive across it. It's pretty cool. We are entering Washington Township. Now we're in Highlandtown, formerly some other name, which I didn't catch. You got a lot of signs here. Highlandtown area 1 mile. Recycling center down that way. The reason I didn't see all them cars that are behind me is because they're not tailgating me. That they're being very courteous at the moment. Also, it's been about 5 years since I've been down, since I've been here. So, but I do know that Salineville has some amazing food. I know there's a big store right here, and I think it's also a tackle shop. Yeah, it is. Bait shop. B&S, country carryout, drive-through, bait shop, B&S. Oh yeah, they just finished this big school right here. Boy, it's nice. They got everything back there. Southern Local School District. Southern Local Schools. All right. Had a lot of snow. Yeah, today's February 3rd. This is a little over a week since that big snowstorm we had. I'm from Weirton, West Virginia, and in my yard, we got over 12 inches. And, all right, we're going to make a split right here. If you turn right here, 164 will take you over to Kensington, which is on the Lincoln Highway, Highway 30. There is a car coming. I think they got to stop. Make sure. I don't trust these people. That's why I kind of stayed over to the left until I could see them in the rear view mirror. we're not very far from Salineville right now. Yeah, you know, I don't know about, you know, obviously this video would be a lot prettier if it was during the summertime, whatever, or in the fall, but I don't care. I'm making these videos because I'm enjoying making these videos. And yeah, some people might just want to know what this road looks like. Somebody might be planning a trip. Who knows? But I post them. We are hit the city limit of Salineville, but we're not in town yet. We still got to wait a little bit to go. Yeah, the internet said that this road's like 140 miles long. State Route 39. Eventually, I'll drive all of it. And then I can make a video with the whole road at one time. That'd be cool. There's one guy on the internet, I don't know what he's called, but he makes interstate videos. Like, he went all the way from where I-20 starts to where it ends in Louisiana. All right, we're gonna make a left here. Stay on 39. We're gonna be on 3 different roads right here. 39, 644, and 164. Now I haul crude oil, so I'm used to stopping at this railroad track, but since I'm in my Toyota Tacoma, I don't have to stop. Now we're cruising through Salineville, Ohio. What a beautiful little town. I remember they got a really nice park here. There's a nice little creek running through town. There's that Salineville Head Start. Salineville Police Department. .164 makes a left right here and goes to Amsterdam. I've never been down that road. That'd be a good road to travel on. All right, this little marathon right here is where I am stopping to get me a little snacky boo. Don't really look like they have any parking spots. So guess what? I am just going to park at a gas pump, but I'm not going to buy any gas. Ooh, look at that roast beef sandwich. Look at that roast beef sandwich. Ooh, ooh, ooh.